Эть. Дурацкое солнце. Ладно. Пофигу. Что ж, поехали дальше гулять по Тарису. Пока он еще цел. Верно? А, видимо, я после... Это перед покупкой, да? Ну-ка, секунду. Да, я не покупал, получается. Смотрим. Минус 6. Берем. Это, возможно, еще пригодится. Так, ну-ка, мне вот что интересно. Я хилюсь? Хилюсь, найс. Нашел бесплатную хилку. Так. Да, пойдем сразу к ним заглянем.
You can't just walk in here. This is the hidden back base. How do I know you're not a Vulcar spy sent to kill Gadon Thek?
Так. Мне нужна помощь Гадона. Гадона? Мне сказали поговорить с ним.
A lot of people want to go inside and speak to Gadon. He's a hero of common folk. But the days of the Hidden Beck's open door policy are gone. Between the Sith conquest and the Vulcar gang war, Gadon has more enemies than he used to. We're being careful about who we let in now.
Кажется, там будто в этом имени не хватает буквы. Может, я смогу стать союзником?
Well, we do need all the help we can get. And you don't look like you're with the Vulcars or the Sith. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gadon in the heart of his own base. Not with Zedra watching his back.
Ну так ты меня впустишь?
Go in and speak to Gadon if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior. The Hidden Becks are watching you.
Hold it right there. Who are you, and what is your business with Gaddon?
Calm down, Zerdra. Nobody's going to try anything here in the middle of our own base. It would be a suicide mission.
You're too trusting, Gaddon. Brejik and his Vulkars want you dead. Anyone we don't know is a potential threat, and it's my job to make sure you're safe.
Do you want us to start attacking strangers on sight, Zerdra? Like the Vulkars do? I will never let it come to that. Now step aside and let them pass.
As you wish. You can speak to Gaddon if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulkar spy.
Где она хочет? Ладно. Рассказывай.
You'll have to forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brejik and the Vulkars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security duties. The problems with the Sith haven't helped things. Zerdra seems to forget that I know how to look after myself. Now, how can I help you?
Мне нужна информация о спасательных капсулах Республики, разбившихся в Подгорье.
The escape pods? You know, I heard the Sith have been asking around the upper city about them as well. But you don't look like you're with the Sith.
They might be spies, Gaddon. They might be working for the Sith.
Calm down, Zerdra. If the Sith thought we knew anything useful, they'd have a battalion of troops kicking down our door. No, I think this off-worlder has his own agenda.
Не волнуйтесь, я не работаю на ситхов.
I suppose I could tell you what I know. It's not like it could do any harm to me or my gang. But it might cause problems for the Vulkars, and that's okay in my book. The Vulkars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulkars found. A female Republic officer named Bastila survived the crash. We Beks don't believe in intergalactic slavery, but the Vulkars aren't so picky. They took her prisoner.
Бастила в рабстве? Что с ней теперь будет?
Normally, the Vulkars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch.
I still think Bastila is just a Republic officer. That could work to our advantage. Maybe she'll even figure out a way to escape from the Vulkar base on her own.
She's too valuable to leave with the Vulkar scum at the base. Brejik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her.
Свуп гонки? А они тут при чем?
I'm afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brejik's game to take over the lower city. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual swoop gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize, Brejik hopes to win the loyalty of some of the smaller gangs. Their numbers will allow him to finally destroy me and my followers.
So how do you propose we go about rescuing Bastila then? Well, we can't fight all the gangs.
The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the swoop race.
Как мне принять участие в этих гонках?
I might be able to help you with this. If you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here, and much to lose.
Что вы предлагаете?
Swoop race is for the lower city gangs only. I could sponsor you as a rider for the Hidden Becks this year. If you win the race, you'll win your friend's freedom. But first, you have to do something for me. My mechanics have developed an accelerator for a swoop engine. A bike with the accelerator installed can beat any other swoop out there. But the Vulkars stole the prototype from us. They plan to use it to guarantee a victory in this year's swoop race. I need you to break into their base and steal it back.
Где гарантии, что вы выполните свою часть
My word is my
сделки?
bond. Everybody in the lower city knows my reputation. Besides, you really don't have a choice. I'm your only ticket into the swoop race.
Ладно, как попасть на базу?
Getting into the Vulcar base won't be easy. The front doors are locked tight. But I know someone who might be able to get you in the back way. Mission Veo.
Mission? Gaddon, you can't be serious. She's just a kid. How is she supposed to help them with this?
Mission's explored every step of every back alley in the lower city. Plus, she knows the undercity sewers better than anyone. If anyone can get inside the Vulcar base, it's her.
И где она?
She and her Wookiee friend Zalbar are always looking to stir up a little excitement. They like to go exploring in the Undercity, despite the dangers. Your best bet is to look for her in the Undercity. But you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator.
У меня есть униформа ситхов для маскировки.
A simple disguise might have worked on the upper city guard, but the security down here is much tougher. You'll need the proper papers to get past him. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the Undercity. They never made it, and their security papers fell into my hands. Since we're working together now, I suppose I could give them to you in exchange for your uniforms. With the security papers, you won't need a disguise anyway.
А вам-то зачем униформы?
I like to be prepared. Eventually, the Sith are going to try to drive us out of the Undercity. Sith disguises might give my people the edge we need in a crucial battle.
Ну ладно, хорошо.
Good choice. Thanks for the uniforms. You won't need them with these security papers anyway. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Я вернусь, когда достану прототип.
I suggest you hurry. The swoop race is coming up, and we want you to have time to practice before the race.
Угу. Так. Пойдем, пожалуй, зачистим местные эти трущобы. Вот квартирный комплекс. О. Зачистил. Да, даже карт не затащил. Ладно.
How'd you like that?
Пока что лучше стрелять без штрафов. Сколько ненависти для асфальта. Ладно, еще один уровень. Так, минирование. Взлом. Да, и внимательность. Это сейчас пригодится все. Плюс хп и удар в спину. Это дает. О, добавляет 1-12 единиц урона ко всем атакам. Жертва не может ответить, да, атакующий. То есть, если он застанен, плюс еще 2-12 урон. Угу. Ну, прикольно. Это как раз таки и нужно, пожалуй. Алло, карт.
Ready. That hurt, I bet. Down you go! Sure.
Понятно. Ого-го. Найс. Прокнул. Ну. Да блять.
How'd you like that?
Найс. Найс. Эй! Это еще что такое? Какого черта? Странный карт. Кто будет страховать?
You asked for this!
Угу. Квартирный комплекс. Илимся. Классный обуз.
Yes?
Ну попади. Да епт.
Ha! How'd you like that?
Найс. Потихонечку, помаленечку. Пробежимся сначала.
Ага.
Не жди. Я в опасности.
Yes? You asked for this!
Угу. Так, понял. Ну-ка. Что мне позволит характеристики поднять? Ага. И вот черт его знает, что лучше. В мудрость вкинуть или в харизму? Модификаторы к умениям и способностям силы добавляет. То есть выше, скажем так, бросок нужно будет сделать оппонентам на резист киллов, да, допустим. Ну, модификатор, в общем. Или же добавить интеллект. А, ладно, мудрость. До 18 раскачаю и все. Вот навыки. Минирование. Внимательный. Взлом. И убеждение. Больше не будем качаться.
No problem. Got it.
Kipuna! Kavatumpa kulpallia mokapaata! Chiyoka kutumpa kulpallia!
Частная собственность. Что ты тут делаешь? Эта квартира выглядит заброшенной.
Тонк набун шануньян. Тонк патога смактелья.
У тебя неприятности? Ты не хочешь рассказать?
Тонгай туам джиджи юмалитпа ангинкоту. Толба да бунк валья гандо де наго чучут. Качи чуайса хаудунга. Юмалитка инко. Такум джустак мики грабл мого. Качи чуайса хаудунга. Толба да бунк валья гандо да наго чучут. Качи чуайса хаудунга. Инкин куно бамулира чикун. Слима подонна. Рунди хаудунга.
Он сдал своих бывших подельников. Может, я смогу помочь тебе выбраться из этой передряги. Может, у нас получится сфальсифицировать твою смерть?
Кунтичани, тонпатога смактелия.
Ну, расскажи мне свой план, и я, быть может, сумею тебе помочь.
Таком джустак мики грабл мого. Качичу айтаудонга, тулпада бонк молья гандо данаго чучут. Мога шампункпа, болауанна чикни. Бамулне слик мо пода на ванга кун бист мулира бест. Мана тота. Aku chikratuk pola. Jishok Jonathan Chongking no una pangpa mulira kun kili. Kun ki watawama mulira king konjope shak. No ba mulira ji. Johnny yun turungchi wi itadia. Pola una chinek. Ba mulira slim.
Я могу достать для тебя детонатор.
Тongай туам джиджи юмалитпа ангинкоту. Толбада бунквалья гандо де нагочу.
Да, я знаю где. Знаю, где искать. Не беспокойтесь, господин. Секунду. Опаньки. Милишник.
Ready. Yes?
Ну, неплохо мы их урабатываем так-то. Границы забыл.
You asked for this.
О, ты чё не стреляешь?
Time to rumble.
О. Вперед. А, он у него уже слетел. Найс. Опаньки. Что это у нас там? Тяжелый бластер, да? На крит только 20-ку. А, здесь 19, между прочим. Один 8. Ладно, пока не надо. Можно ему вот поять. Два, 7. И, возможно, модификации.
Yes?
А вы откуда высрались?
How'd you like that?
Но пока карта будет всех развалить. В отличие от меня. Да? Это я припоминаю. Только порядок не помню. Лупа, пупа, бухгалтерия. Что к чему, не помню. Трио. Так, да-да-да-да-да. Килтерс. Усарис. Так, ладно, запоминаем. Элинда. Юджа. Юджа и Юджи. Лупа. Лупофодо. Ну и Ашана. Изи. Сюда. 50 кредитов. И броня. Забираем. Отдаем.
What?
У меня получается все. Да. Карты что-то беспокоят. Может быть, это глисты?
Yes, what's on your mind?
Сейчас подходящее время, чтобы задать тебе пару вопросов.
I guess I did say you could ask me questions later, didn't I? Is this really necessary?
Я просто хочу узнать тебя получше.
Oh, well, if it's an interrogation you wanted, why didn't you say so?
Это не допрос. Я никогда так не говорил.
I was just joking, though you do seem to be full of questions. It's rather refreshing, to be honest. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective.
Зачем спрашивать меня? Не вижу смысла.
I'm just trying to figure it out. I saw enough men lose their lives needlessly during the Mandalorian Wars. It's difficult to see that happen all over again. We lost the ship and a lot of good people, and for what? On the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway, it got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway?
Я был раньше контрабандистом, если тебе интересно. Меня взяли на флот за мои знания.
A smuggler? I should have guessed. Now, isn't it odd, however, that a smuggler who was added to the crew at the last minute just happens to be alive?
По-твоему, мне лучше было бы умереть?
Don't be ridiculous. You've more than proved yourself since the crash. We wouldn't have made it this far without you, but still.
Ты намекаешь, что я имею какое-то отношение к аварии?
No. Well, maybe. Don't get me wrong, it just seems odd that someone Bastila's party specifically requested to transfer aboard happens to survive.
Зачем Бастиле требовать моего перевода?
The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, however, and I hate surprises.
Как это понимать? Сюрпризы.
I mean, I have to expect the unexpected, just to be safe.
Ты всегда такой подозрительный.
It has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things?
Мы еще вернемся к этой теме.
All right. You're pretty damn tenacious. You know that? We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
Угу. Отсюда нельзя. Можно только отсюда, да? Но все же можно. Видимо, только в каких-то определенных областях, да? Так. И что лучше сделать-то? Это эти. Нам тогда в другую сторону. Угу. Четко.
You asked for this!
Так, что у них тут?
You guys are behind with your payments. What do you think just because you're in some gang, you don't have to give Davik his cut?
Kavatumpa kunpa yiyamoka paata! Bonanay kachu. Yinkin kunoba mulirachi kun. Tong na bunsha nyunyang. Kavavulpa mulchi kamana.
Runda dijo tonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tongking ba nunotek. Tugnin chatukune mulerabes.
Ah, so you want to play this the hard way. Okay.
Tuni pudu. Rana no prata dungno sercha. Ichua benki.
Watana wama mulera. Kenchunju bashak. No bule muleraji. Jonitun turji chiwi itado. Bola una dichek. Balamure slimo wanga kun bisching.
I knew you boys would see reason. Now get out of here.
Too bad. I was looking forward to cracking some heads.
Maybe next time, Canderous. I better get this over to Davik. I'll call you if anyone else gets behind on their payments.
Да.
Those Vulkars are dumber than a Coruscant granite slug. They actually think being in that pathetic little gang of theirs makes them important. Gadon keeps his hidden bets in
Idiot.
line, but Brezhik's getting dreams of grandeur. If Davik's smart, he'll slap that young punk back down.
Кто ты?
I'm someone you don't want to get on the bad side of. And I'm not one for small talk. I don't have time to stick around here anyway. Davik's got me working on a special assignment.
А мне ты зачем сказал? Так, еще один комплекс, да. Зря я покушал, видимо, перед стримом. Спать захотел. Надо умыться. Так, пойдем мы это зачистим еще. Снова он.
Чиви айта качон чича. Аги инко туне чуна мурира. Танги вама чикона. Тонки па нонку нек абог. Чиокаку. Kinba mulira duanaji. Kuyami juski chika nai. Uba baska duana chichopa muska. Jiska da soki kupa bona na chachu.
Here's a bounty on your little green heads. I'm here to collect.
Just cronky to patslimo.
Давалась чичопа.
Chana kilikon. Kinba mulira duanaji. Kinba noku nixet abog.
That's the plan.
Даже не залутал. А нам залутать.
You asked for this! You asked for this!
Вот ему можно повысить уровень. Что у него? Да, пускай у него 1 поинт. Вроде файн тогда. Ну, это, конечно. Я не могу. Ну, чичопа. Да.
Sure.
Бились. Блин, больше никого нет. Ладно. Ну нет и нет. Мне-то лучше. Вали его.
Sure.
Ладно.
How'd you like that?
По идее, карта справится. Щитом.
Down you go!
Ну, класс. Из воздуха просто выстрелить, да? Дай. Не зазорно. Всякие высирают из воздуха.
What?
Боекостюм и щиты Чани. же самое, что у карты сейчас, да? Клин для брони. Могу? Понятно. Обезвредить. Я бы обезвредил.
Ага.
Ага.
What? Oh! Ha! How'd you like that?
Так, мин тут нету. Это мне припоминается заминированная комната. Где она была, я не помню. А может, вообще не здесь. Так. Где танк? И дамагер.
Ага.
Угу. Ага. Угу. Опять загадка. Сообщение. Илам. Как там жизнь на Тарисе? Говорят, твой брат улетел на Татуин и стал шахтером. Но он хотя бы оставил тебе гипердрайв для компании. Надеюсь, ты все еще упражняешься с бластером, который я тебе дал. Помни, чему я тебя научил. Потому что тебе это может пригодиться. Тарис не похож на Альдеран. на нем может быть опасно. Держись подальше от банд свуперов и держи свои вещи в том старом сейфе. Уж его-то никому не взломать. Надеюсь, поскорее получить от тебя весточку. Дядя Луи.
No problem. Didn't work.
Этот сейф отличается особенной прочностью. Замок представляет из себя компьютеризированную сенсорную панель, в которой задействована система ввода пароля. Так как этот сейф старой инопланетной модели, у него нет интерфейса, который бы вы могли бы взломать. Вам придется вычислить пароль, чтобы открыть его. Пытаться набрать пароль. Этот сейф является собственностью Эломатика. Доступ посторонним пользователям запрещен. Пожалуйста, введите правильные ответы пароля, чтобы подтвердить свою личность. Как зовут вашего домашнего любимца? Гипердрайв. Кто вас учил стрелять, дядя? Откуда ваша семья? Альдеран. Изи. Еще один бластерный пистолет и броня. Просто прикольнее выглядит. Не более.
Uh-huh. On it. It's open.
Sure.
Oh.
Stop right there, or I'll give you a blaster shot right between the eyes. Now, what are you doing here?
Просто осматривался, не знал, что здесь кто-то есть.
Well, go explore somewhere
Добрый
else.
вечер.
There's nothing interesting for you here. This is your only warning. If you bother me again, you won't walk out of here alive. I gave you a chance to get out of here and leave. Now you'll see why I'm the most dangerous assassin on Taris.
Эй. Давай без гранат. Дорогушу. Самый. Самый опасный ассасин, да, она говорит. Ну, возможно, это так и есть. Новость от Твича по поводу этого взрослого контента. Ну, только какое-то общее представление имею. Не вникал. Чё там? Расскажи.
Yes?
Uh-huh. Oh.
Почему? Что не так? Потому что я матерюсь? Матюгаюсь? Ну понятно. Панику просто пришел наводить. Ну за это и так должны были забанить. Просто слишком маленький.
No problem. Got it.
Нас
Stop right
как
there,
будто нет.
or I'll give you a blaster shot
Ну,
right
по крайней
between
мере,
the eyes.
меня как
Now,
будто нет.
what are you doing here?
Кто ты?
No, I'm the one with the blaster pointed at you. We'll go explore somewhere else. I gave you a... Now you...
Ну... Что поделать?
Ага.
What?
Получается, да. Так, ладно. Ну, тут было без вариантов. Что поделать? Плюс 2 воля. И что у нас? Плюс 2 рефлекса. Пойдет.
Yes.
Так вот. И снова обузим. Вернуться в убежище, я сказал. Так, а дальше куда? А дальше, наверное, сюда, да.
Let's go!
Ну...
How'd you like that?
That hurt, I bet.
Интересно, что они в ремейке сделают.
Yes?
Во что вот эта боевка может превратиться? Не, ремейк не отменили. Ремейк делают.
Unless you've got the proper security papers, you better just turn around and go back the way you came.
Вот документ.
Yeah, these look to be in order. Okay, you can go down if you want. Can't say I envy you, though. The Undercity is crawling with mutants. Rat ghouls, they call them. If you see anything moving down there, shoot first and ask questions later.
You there, Upworlder! Anyone using this elevator has to pay the toll.
Yeah, this is our elevator. If you use it, you gotta give us something.
I don't believe this planet. Even the beggars are trying to shake us down.
5 credits! That's what it costs to use our elevator. 5 credits!
У меня нет с собой кредитов.
We know all who come from the Upworld are rich. Please, is 5 credits too much to ask?
Please have pity on us. We have nothing. All we ask is a few credits to make our lives easier.
Ладно, ладно. Вот 5 кредитов.
Credits, my brother! We have credits. Now we can buy food and medicine.
Hush, or the others will hear us. They'll want our credits. We have to hide them.
Go on, you two. Get out of here. I'm sorry about that. Those 2 beggars give everyone in the village a bad name. We aren't all like that, you know. Most of us are good people.
I'm sure you are, miss. It's just too bad your little welcoming committee is here to give people a bad first impression.
Меня зовут Боба. Кто вы?
My name is Shalina. You're from the Upworld, aren't you? I've never seen it. I was born here in the Undercity. Is it as nice as they say up there?
Ничего особенного.
Not to you, I suppose, but you're probably used to its beauty by now. I've never been to the surface, but sometimes I think I can see it in my dreams. The sun, the sky, the stars. It all sounds so...
Вот у вас тут.
So wonderful. Gendar, the leader of our village, tells me I should spend more time trying to improve things down here and less time dreaming about something I can never have. Maybe he's right. You probably think I'm a fool, having dreams of a place I've never even seen. But when I was little, Rukil used to tell me stories of what it was like up there.
Rukil? Кто это?
Rukil's the oldest man in the village. The kids call him Rukil Wrinkleskin, but he's a kind man. He used to tell me the greatest stories when I was a little girl. I still like to listen to his tales about the Promised Land, even though I know they're just legends, but it helps to make the Undercity seem less dark somehow.
Земля обетованная? Что это?
It's just a story to make little children smile. Rukil believes in it, though. Sometimes I can almost believe it myself, but then I look around and see the ugly truth. I guess we have to make the best of what we have, though. If you really want to learn more about the Promised Land, you should speak to Rukil.
Где мне его найти?
He's wandering around somewhere on the south side of the village. He doesn't move too far. He's hard on his bones. He's over 100 years old. The children laugh at him, and people think he's crazy because of his stories about the Promised Land, but he's really just a kind old man.
Mm-hmm. Гендара. Будем найти Гендара.
He'll be somewhere in the village. I couldn't say where for sure. He's always busy doing whatever he can to make the lives of the other villagers easier.
Здесь кто-нибудь недавно проходил?
There were quite a few people from the surface marching through the village, but none of them bothered to talk to me. Gendar might know more about them.
Ладно.
Oh, okay. Well, if you ever need anything, or if you just feel like talking, come back and see me. I hardly ever get a chance to speak to someone from the Upworld.
Минус 5 кредитов. Да дай пройти. Господи.
Greetings, Upworlder. We rarely see your kind here in the Undercity. I find it strange that so many of you have come down from the surface recently.
No offense, but I can see why people normally avoid this place.
Why have you come into this dark and sunless place? Is there something you need of me or my village? I will help you however I can.
Кто вы такие? Почему вы живете здесь, в Подгороде?
We are the outcasts, shunned from the surface for our crimes and banished here to the Undercity. We banded together to form this village that we might survive in this hostile environment. I am Gendar, leader of this village, as my father was and as was his father before him. Many of us have been here for generations, our ancestors cast down long ago. There is no return to the surface for us or our descendants, but somehow we managed to survive amidst the filth and roaming bands of deadly rat ghouls.
Какая прекрасная жизнь. Расскажите мне о рагулах, которые живут внизу.
The rat ghouls are monsters, hideous mutations who feast on the flesh of our villagers. Their diseased jaws can infect those they attack, transforming the victim into one of those abominations. We know of no cure for the disease, and for the good of the village, we must banish any who become infected, lest they transform and turn on us. Ask your questions, Upworlder. I will answer to the best of my knowledge, though I know little beyond the borders of the Undercity.
Я ищу Велеку по имени Мессия Вео.
Yes, I have seen this Twi'lek many times, though I've never spoken to her. She and her Wookiee companion often pass through our village on their way to explore the sewers.
Понятно. Как мне добраться до канализации?
There are two entrances into the sewers from the Undercity. One to the northeast of our village, the other to the southeast. But the sewers are dangerous, Upworlder. If you dare to travel those dark tunnels, you would be wise to go heavily armed, unless you wish to become a meal for the rock ghouls and the other foul creatures. Ask you.
Вы что-то говорили о других наверхниках, которые недавно были здесь.
Our village has seen many visitors from the surface recently. Armored troops, swoop gang members, mercenaries. They come to search our sunless world. They're even searching the sewers. As you wish, Upworlder. Should you have need of anything else, come speak to me. I represent the entire village and I will do my best to help you however I can.
Я пойду.
You come from the world above. Is this the time of destiny, then? Is this a portent of the salvation of my people? Or merely another false sign to mislead us from the path? Are you the herald of prophecy? The beacon to guide us through the darkness? Or are you merely another harbinger of shattered dreams and unfulfilled promises?
Be careful. This one might be crazy enough to be dangerous.
Speak to me, Upworlder. Tell me what fate you unleash upon us. Salvation or damnation? Speak, Upworlder. I beg you.
О чем вы говорите, старик?
Question. You are uncertain, bewildered, perplexed. Understandable, I suppose. Even after 100 years of life, I myself still become confused at times. Perhaps I can make things more clear. Some things, at least. My name is Rukil, the oldest outcast here in the village. Rukil Wrinkleskin, the children call me sometimes.
Ближе к делу, старик.
Once I was honored for my wisdom, but over time the villagers fell away from the true path. Eventually there was only a single apprentice who followed me, and now she is gone too.
Так. Что случилось с вашей ученицей?
My apprentice is lost. I sent her out into the Undercity to find... Well, I cannot tell you. Not yet. Sadly, my apprentice has not returned. Please, Upworlder, will you help an old man? Will you seek out my apprentice in the Undercity? Her name is Malia. I must know of her fate, whatever it may be. I must know what she found.
Ладно. Помогу.
Finding her may be difficult. Malia could be anywhere in the Undercity. But if you will find her, I will know you to be our true savior. Only then can I reveal my secret knowledge to you.
Я вернусь, если что-нибудь
I
разузнаю.
wish you luck, Upworlder. Come speak to me again once you have discovered the fate of my apprentice.
Угу. Так, ладно. Что тут еще было-то?
Wait, Upworlder. You can't go through this gate. There is too much danger and suffering beyond. For your own sake, turn back.
Опасности и страдания? О чем вы?
The villagers infected with the Rutgor disease are quarantined beyond this gate. It's only a matter of time until they transform into horrible creatures that would destroy us all.
So you just lock them away in a cage?
For the sake of the village, we have to keep the infected ones locked away. And when they finally do transform into Rutgors, we'll let them destroy each other.
Должен же быть какой-нибудь выход.
Nothing can be done for the infected villagers. Even the serum to counteract the Rutgor disease wouldn't be any use now. Nobody would be foolish enough to risk going into the pens to give them the cure. The infected ones could transform into Rutgors and attack them at any moment.
Значит, вы просто оставите зараженных умирать? Как трусливо.
I can't help the infected ones. They have to die so that the rest of the village can live. I accept this. If you think that makes me a coward, so be it. Farewell.
Hey, you ain't from the village. You're from the Upworld, ain't you? Yes.
Yes. Watch yourself. There's something slimy about this guy. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him.
My name's Saigir. I run a little salvage shop here. You want to buy something from my store? I got some good deals.
Шиткарт. Ладно, показывай, что у тебя.
The best stuff. Mostly salvage and such, but the prices are right.
Ичанская броня. Моды? Не. В этот раз нет. Ну средние все равно таскать не умею. Карты пазак. Да так дешево. Забираем. Ну, прилично проходил. Раз. Ну, минус 2 за 56. Ладно. Так, это первого уровня. Второго. Ладно, в баню. Хватит и этого. Боба. Ну, я не стороны выбираю. Я скорее выбираю классы. Сейчас прохожу за, скажем так, джедая консула. Буду всех толкать и кидать в них меч. Скорее всего. Ну, либо критовать. Блин, запрос.
Hurry! I can hear it coming.
He'll never make it. He's doomed. I told him he was a fool to leave the village.
He will make it. Run, Hindar, run!
Run!
Open the gate! Quickly! There isn't much time!
I can't. The Rakghouls are too close.
The mutants will kill him if you don't open the gate.
And if I open the gate, they'll kill us all.
No! You can't do this! It isn't fair! Please, make him open the gate. Hindar will die if he doesn't.
I can't open the gate. Not while the Rakghouls are so near.
И открывай.
You'd risk your life for a stranger?
Ну, скорее всего, они меня убьют.
I'll open the
И
gate
всех
for you,
здесь.
but you gotta be quick. In a
Но мы
few
рискнем.
seconds, I must close and lock it again.
А, вот как будет, я забыл. Их тут парочка, кажется, всего. Или один.
You asked for this. Down you go.
Ну все, прощай, карт.
Time to rumble.
Sure.
I can't thank you enough for saving me, Upworlder. If I had anything but these rags on my back, it would be
Конечно.
yours. But we have nothing.
I still have you, Hindar. That's all I need. Let's go back to the village.
Пулеметчиком? Не.
О!
Да хорош. Не притворяйся. Вставай давай. Я тебя отхилю. Пулеметчик — это не по-джедайски.
Please, you have to help me. Nobody else is gonna help me. Even the Becks won't help me. But I can't just leave him there.
И не
He's my
по-ситски.
friend. You'll help me, won't you?
Ух, помедленнее миссии. Что случилось?
It's Zalbar. He's in trouble. Big trouble. We have to help him. If we don't, they'll sell him into slavery.
Залбар, в смысле твой друг Вуки? Что случилось?
Me and Zalbar, we were just wandering around here in the Undercity. You know, looking for stuff we could find, just kind of exploring. We do it all the time.
I guess with a Wookiee at your side, you've got to figure you can handle the odd Rakghoul attack.
Only this time, they were waiting for us. Gamorrean slave hunters. We didn't even have a chance to run. Big Z threw himself at him and then roared for me to run. I took off. I figured Zalbar would be right behind me. But there were too many of them. He couldn't get away. They're going to sell him to a slaver, I just know it.
Пулеметчиком в чем сложно? Но если не качать силу и просто пулеметчиком, то тут, ну, ты многое теряешь, собственно. Бафы, дебафы, контроль толпы. Да и прокачаться ты особо не можешь. Малок, да, собственно, ему как бы будет посрать. Нужно будет много консюмаблсов, я так полагаю, и много-много гранат, которые придется, скорее всего, скупать постоянно у всех продавцов. И каких-нибудь стимов тоже скупать тоннами, чтобы бафаться. Мало киска, ну практически. Ты знаешь, куда его забрали?
If those Gamorreans like to hang out in the sewers, the stink reminds them of home, I guess. That's probably where they took Big Z.
Если я помогу тебе освободить Залбара, ты должна будешь провести меня на базу вулкеров.
It's a deal. As soon as we get Big Z back, I'll show you a way into that Vulker base. Now come on! We have to find Zalba before they sell him to slavers, or worse.
Do you know where he's being kept?
The Gamorreans make their camps in the sewers. I bet that's where we'll find Zalbar. And that's where I'll show you the secret entrance into the Vulker compound.
Тут как бы в первой части не так много, скажем, навыков? Или умений? Умений для стрелка. Тут попросту некуда раскачиваться. Ты можешь раскачать себе удар, броню, и все. То есть обилку одну. Так, во-первых, что у меня там? Мудрость. Ловкость, конечно. Компьютеры 2 у нее стоит. Ладно. И все. Что у нее там за минет? У тебя еще такое? Ну ё-моё. Бегай в этом. Сколько? Тоже 5 на ловкость. Ну, можешь попробовать. Думаю, у нее слишком много хп. И слишком много дамага. В любом случае. Но интересно, интересно.
Help me, please. I can feel it.
О, помянем.
Like some kind of hideous disease.
Очень жаль, но я ничего не смогу сделать.
No, no, I can feel it.
Валите его.
Yeah?
Sure.
Как страшная собака. Не знаю, зачем я это делал, но да ладно. Так, тут в любом случае ничего нету. Мне кажется, только он там что-то говорит насчет этой капсулы. И то, если его вылечить.
You there, civilian. This is a restricted area. What are you doing down here?
Послушайте, у меня есть все нужные документы.
Security papers. Oh, you're one of those trackers the commander sent down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Giving you an armed escort. It's nasty down here. We've already lost one patrol. We figure the Rak ghouls got them. We've had so many encounters with those things, we've actually run out of Rak ghoul serum. Plus, we've had several skirmishes with looters from those lower city swoop gangs. I'm telling you, we should just stay in the upper city where we're in control.
Вы уже потеряли один патруль?
Was that why you're down here? Search and rescue? I didn't think they'd send anyone. They were in the southern section of the Undercity when we lost contact. I would have gone to investigate, but my orders are to search for those crashed escape pods, even if it means leaving another patrol to die.
Понятно. Просто выполняйте приказы и продолжайте искать.
I'd never disobey my orders. I'm not a fan of court-martials and executions. I was just talking, you know. Nothing anyone has to mention to the commander. Come on, patrol, let's get back to it. The sooner we get this search done, the sooner we can get out of this mutant-infested hole. Move out.
Move out. Yeah. Так. Надо от этого всего избавиться сразу. А быстро убиваем. Не-не-не-не-не, не кусай. Вот их можно. Не страшно. Да что тебе? Похоже, витает в облаках. Возможно, вам стоит поговорить с ней.
Hey there. What can I do for you?
Расскажи о себе. Самое время.
Really? You want to know about me? Nobody's ever really been interested in me before. What do you want to know?
Где твои родители?
Big Z's my family, you know. My parents, well, I guess they're dead. It was just me on my own until the day I saw Zalbar in the lower city. I could tell right away he was in trouble. This was before the gang wars were out of hand. But even then, the Volkers were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z, trying to pick a fight, but he wasn't looking for trouble.
Кто захотел бы нарваться на драку с Вуки?
Hey, nobody said the Volkers were smart, but there were 3 of them. So maybe they figured they could handle him. I don't know. Anyway, I don't like the Volkers at the best of times. And when I saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, all alone on a strange planet, overwhelmed by the big city, I just lost it. I screamed out, "Leave him alone, you core slimes!" and charged right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped me so hard he just about knocked me cold.
Тебе повезло, что он не поджарил тебя из бластера.
Hey, I don't need a lecture from you. You ain't my mother. I knew what I was doing. Those Volkers didn't scare me. They're nothing but
Я
cowards.
твой отец.
I knew how to deal with them. Of course, I never got the chance.
I guess Zalbar didn't like seeing me get smacked around. He let out this howl and yanked that Volker a meter up off the ground and held him there by his throat.
А еще скучнее эта история быть не может. Что сделали два других вулкера?
The other two screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. The first time you see an angry Wookiee up close, it isn't a pretty sight. I thought Zalbar was gonna rip that punk's arms off and beat him to death with his own fists. The Volker was so scared, he fainted. Or maybe it was Big Z's breath just knocked him out. I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens. Just stay upwind when he's speaking and you'll be fine. Anyway, I knew those Volkers would be back with friends, so I grabbed Zalbar and we took off. Ever since then, we've been a team. We look out for each other, you know?
Как Залбар оказался на Тарисе?
He was fleeing some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. In case you didn't notice, he's the strong, silent type. Doesn't much matter to me, though. I accept him for what he is, not what he was. Me and Zalbar like to live in the present.
Как ты выживала до встречи с Залбаром?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You think I can't take care of myself? I've got street smarts. I know how to get by on my own. In fact, I look out for Zalbar more than he looks out for me, you know? Big Z's a little bit too gullible to make it alone on the mean streets of the lower city.
Ладно, пойдем дальше.
I suppose you're right. Like I used to tell my brother, fast talk and slick words don't get the job done.
Я не знал, что у тебя есть брат.
My brother's a touchy subject, you know? It just so happens, I don't really feel like talking about him right now. Nothing personal. Let's just get back to the business at hand, okay?
Окей. Вот, заодно она и вылечилась. Кайф, кайф. Вот это five-head move, так сказать. У нас медпак. Не-не-не-не-не-не-не-не-не. Ебака, отстань.
Down you! Damn. I feel sick. You asked for this!
Валите его. Чё смотрите? Предатели.
Hello there.
Спасибо за фаул.
Ready?
Ну. Так, что у нас тут? Угу. Что? Там сыворотка была, я что-то не заметил. Ну ладно. Можно отнести тогда. Сейчас только с Кандерсом еще пересекемся. Все,
Hey,
да?
Karth,
Да.
you're a pilot for the Republic, right? You've been all over the galaxy, I bet, right? So tell me, how would you rate Taurus compared to other worlds you've seen?
To be honest, Mission, Terrace would rate pretty low. The prejudice, the rich spoiling themselves while the poor are crushed beneath them, it's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, but that's only since the Sith occupation. Before that, well, I guess it wasn't all that different, really. Maybe Taurus ain't as great as I thought, you know?
Trust me, Mission, there are a lot of worlds better than Terrace. There are worse, too, but Terrace is no place for a kid to live on her own. Even a kid who's got a Wookiee to look out for.
Hey, I ain't no kid. I look out for Zalbar as much as he looks out for me. Bixie's my friend, not my babysitter. Jeez, I come ask you a question, you give me a lecture.
Don't you snap at me, Missy. You want a lecture? How's this? Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
Блять. Как же жаль, что я за светлую сторону играю. Угомонитесь.
I don't have to listen to you, Karth. You ain't my father, though you're sure old enough to be. So keep your lectures inside your withered old head, because I don't need them.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just drop it and get back to what we were doing.
Так, ну пойдем дальше. Так, надеюсь, тут больше ни с кем не надо делиться сывороткой. Вспоминаем периодически.
Don't move. I'm not afraid to use this blaster if I have to.
Settle down, kid. We've already lost enough men to those damn rat ghouls. The last thing we need now is more casualties from a needless firefight.
Второй раз за год.
By the looks of you, I'd say you're down here for the same reason we are. To salvage something from those downed Republic space pods. Let me give you some advice. Forget about it. Do yourself a favor and just head back from where you came.
Почему? Там что, опасно?
This isn't a good place to stand around chatting. The Undercity is crawling with rat ghouls. I've already lost a half a dozen men to those monsters.
Candace, I heard something. Over there, in the shadows. Sounded like a rat ghoul.
Looks like we've got company. Get those blasters ready, boys.
По активу? Что ты имеешь в виду? Так, не-не-не-не-не-не. Не трожь. Вот его можно, да. Откинуть. Эй, а поговорить? А поговорить?
Yes, what's in...
Да не с тобой.
You got it.
И все. На KOTOR? Ну... Да, тут есть же, есть местные, скажем так. Кто-то да заходит, но молчит, видимо, периодически.
You asked for this.
Эй.
That hurt, I bet.
Куда?
What?
Да, так его, так, в упор стрелять.
You asked for this.
Хз. Поставил, какой, собственно, Steam предложил. Скорее попробовал новый. Дневник о земле обетованной. В этом журнале описаны поиски земли обетованной ученицей Рукила. Большинство записей обыденные, однако последняя запись интересна. И я нашла свидетельство того, что другие также искали легендарную землю. И что их пути привели в канализацию. Я решила, что тоже пойду туда. Понятно. Понятно. Да, это все тот же, который вылетало. Но, как мы выяснили, надо просто графику понизить. Ну или какие-то опции там отключить. Не знаю, что влияет на вылеты. На-на-на-на-на-на-на. Ну, блядь. Затанковал. Мессия. Не откинься. Христа ради.
Yes?
Ready.
Есть русификатор, который не переводит описание, только диалоги. На такие я не нарывался, по крайней мере. Так, это я все залутал. Сука. Не знает, как, блядь, это. Обуза-то. Пофиг. Как бы это правильно сказать? Контра обуза. Ну ладно, зато это. Зато экспа. Ой. Ну, экспа. Так, ладно. Пойдем-ка отдадим это сыворотку. Пускай сделает эти. Даст халявную. Попробуем вылечить. Так, и здесь была мадама, кажется, да? Или она в другой части была, на которую... Да, вот она.
You're back. Did you manage to get Holden to withdraw the price on my head?
Да, убедил его снять награду.
He called the bounty off? That's wonderful! I only wish I had something to give you as a reward. Wait a minute, I know. I don't have many credits, but there is something I can give you. It's a family heirloom. It's not much, but it's something.
Серьезно? Ладно, спасибо.
I can never truly repay you for helping me, but you'll always have my thanks for what you did.
Получены предметы. А чё дала-то? Я его знаю. О, модифицируется. Пойдем-ка ставим еще. Всякое. Я брал это. Так, бонус защиты. И могу еще вот эту 3, 8. Кайф. И сюда могу еще ставить. Ладно, это будет так.
Huh?
Так, а у тебя что-то на милишку качано? Вот так вот. Ладно, врачевание так врачевание. Ну так-то да. У нее вкачано на милишку. Криты у нее. Ну давай криты ей вкачаем. Никогда я не раскачивал через мили. Это будет первый раз.
Yes?
Ну, пожалуй, да. Лично я просто никогда не сталкивался. Что в каком-нибудь 2000, не знаю, 6 году, когда играл. Тоже тогда вроде все было переведено. Коряво. Непонятно, но все было переведено. Сейчас, подожди. Оба. Ну, думаю, да, либо на арене. Посмотрим, как пойдет.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Ну, давай поговорим о твоем брате.
I was a little snappish when we last talked. I'm sorry about that. I get a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of embarrassing telling people about him.
Стыдно? Почему?
It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults. But I still loved him, you know? Sometimes people don't understand. I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Tars. I was just a kid, only 5. But I remember the trip, if you could call it that. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in a starfreighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know?
Вы были безбилетниками?
I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know. The only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. Well, maybe my brother was. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me.
Ну, по сути, буду пользоваться только силой и только светлой стороной. То есть у меня максимум, ну, светлый и нейтральный. По сути, я буду всех толкать и, скорее всего, кидать в них меч. Поэтому... Ну и бафаться. Я даже не знаю. У меня особого смысла нет прокачивать какие-то обилки на старте. Разве что импланты вкачать. Ну и крит можно раскачать, раз у меня там этот... Как его? Не помню, как он называется. Самый левый, кажется. Персонаж. Он твоя семья. Нужно всегда держаться семьи.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Without my brother, I don't know where I'd be. He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? He taught me how to survive, showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game.
Весьма полезные навыки.
Yeah, Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would.
Почему он уехал?
Fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went.
О чем ты говоришь? Что случилось?
I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject's closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need? Okay,
Ничего.
have it your way.
Да, камон. Все так и жаждут моего внимания.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Обсудим что-нибудь.
Well, fair enough. What do you want to discuss?
Мы в прошлый раз не договорили.
I knew you wouldn't understand where I was coming from. Let me try and explain. You got the skills of an elite commando, and you saved my butt more than once. Between that and your facility with languages, I'm lucky you're here. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop watching you being wary. I'm just not built that way. Period.
Откуда такая враждебность? Неужели я ее заслуживаю?
You You haven't done anything yet, but there's no guarantee that you won't do anything in the future. I've been betrayed before by people, and it won't happen again.
То есть тебе нужны гарантии, что я тебя не предам?
I don't know that you'll betray me, but there are no guarantees. Not for you, not for me. You don't have to take it personally.
И откуда мне знать, не предашь ли ты меня?
Me?
Да, ты. В конце концов, а с чего это я должен тебе доверять?
You shouldn't. If you're smart, you won't trust anyone. Not me, not Bastila, and especially not yourself.
Так значит, ты себе не доверяешь, да?
I don't need to be analyzed, thanks. Can we just get back to business?
А ты точно не хочешь об этом говорить?
No, I don't want to talk about it. What I want is to save the galaxy, if that's even possible. Why is whether or not I trust you or anyone so damned important to you? Why do you even care? We don't have time for this, so can we please just drop it for now? Can we pick it up later if you really must? I want to get underway.
Окей. Так. Здесь купить.
Welcome to the...
Да.
Because...
Здесь купить детонатор. Что-то у нее еще появилось. Модифицируется. Непонятно. А на сколько она часов? Часов 25. Ну так, в среднем. Легкая, средняя. 900. Закрыть. Ну, что сказать тут? Весь в себе. Очень погружен в игру.
Welcome back. Are you in need of healing?
Не-не-не, у меня для тебя... У меня есть сыворотка для лечения рагульской болезни. Держи.
You have the serum? Impossible. How did you get this? No, wait. I don't really want to know. Can I see it? The serum, I mean? I need to see if there is enough for me to analyze it so I can start producing it in mass quantities.
Вот, держи.
Let me see. Yes, this is it. A cure for the rat ghoul disease. With this sample, I can make enough serum for everyone. The people of Terrace owe you a debt they can never repay. Please, take this small reward. It isn't much, but it's all I can afford. A few credits and 2 spare med packs.
Кинуть сверху. Лучше накинь что-нибудь сверху, иначе между глаз у вас будет дымиться отверстие от моего бластера. Ага. Вы уверены, что не можете накинуть что-нибудь сверху?
I suppose I could give you a discount here at my shop in addition to the credits and med packs. Other than that, there is really nothing else I can offer. I appreciate everything you've done. There are many who would have sold the serum to the crime lord Davik for a much higher sum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Посмотрим, взглянуть. Сколько она стоит? 40? Мне кажется, ее нету, да? После того, как я отдал. И надо покупать. Блин. Ну, козел. Мог бы одну дать это.
Welcome to my... I even... Of course. I am quite...
Нет, не то.
Of course.
Да.
You blew it. If you'd brought that rat ghoul serum to Zax, he would have made it worth your while. But no, you had to go and do the honorable thing.
Так. Ладно.
She offered to. She enjoyed it out. And Razi got. And she began Gorubia.
Я надеюсь, ты смотрел, когда он засыпал.
Get out of here, you goggle-eyed freak! You're too ugly for the upper city.
Yeah, go back to where you came from. We don't want your kind up here.
And she began Gorubia.
Эй, малые, а ну оставьте итарианца в покое.
Why do you care what happens to some scummy alien? He's just a freak.
Yeah, he isn't even supposed to be in the upper city.
То, что он отличается от вас, еще не дает вам права нападать на него.
Come on, let's go. I don't want to listen to this alien lover anymore.
Вот вам еще аптечка. Давайте я вам помогу. Так, не надо. Никакие ретро-игры он не проходит. Он играет в танки. World of Tanks. Все мы это прекрасно знаем. Так. А здесь вроде никого и нету больше. Ну-ка быстро пробегусь. Да? Боба Фетт. Что ты хочешь? Да, тут ничего нету.
Hey,
Да.
can I talk to you for a second?
Are you ready to have a civil chat? Or is this gonna be another childish tantrum?
Tantrum? I'm trying to apologize, you nerf herder. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get mad at you. It's just that I'm sick of everyone treating me like I'm a helpless kid.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry about what I said too. I'm just a little on edge lately. Not surprising considering all we've been through, but I shouldn't take it out on you.
Самое время вам обоим помириться.
Mission, you have to know that we don't think you're helpless. I mean, look where we are. Look at what we're doing. You're not just along for the ride. We need you.
You really mean it, don't you? Nobody's ever said anything like that to me before. Not even Big Z. He might think it, but he's not really one for words, you know. Thanks, Karth.
Well, it's no big deal. I know how it is. Sometimes you just need to hear a few words of encouragement. Kids are like that.
Kids are like that? Listen, you... Oh, I get it. Okay, you got me. You're pretty funny, Karth. For an old guy. Come on, geezer. Let's get back to what we were doing.
Так. Здесь только дроиды, да? Ну все. Пойдем поможем смыться этому. Велику. Да-да-да, вот удостоверение. Он же тут?
Ачута.
Да.
Удалось.
Удалось. Вот он.
Шакджикин лорчауата ума. Кававулба мульчи гумана. Кинкун шачикин. Никинкун обамулира джикун. Уамакунес. Чинпаламуджи. Тунира ну прата дунко. Серча домандома. Не буду. Рана ну прата дунгно сърча и чуа пенки.
Пристроился к жопе. Давай ее.
Таком джустак мики грабл мого. Качи чу айтаудонга, толпата бонк молja гандо данаго чурчут. Мога шампункпа, болауанна чикни. Бамуле слик.
Так, похоже, Гагаща откинется. У него эпилепсия. Ладно. Отбой. Угу. Нам туда. Здесь забрать награды, да, наверное?
Копа. Чино молера кен паджак снима пойдла.
Награду давай. Матрик.
Кен конжо пешак. Нова молера жить. Чачискатом пута, касабубака, мочаудонга, я фульки, тебе дуанами
300. Больше хочу, 400. Хе-хе. Вот так-то. Близняк.
Мочаудонга, я фульки, качичунай фаудунга. Таукум джустак мике грабли.
Угу. И еще один заказ. Делаем.
Конжо пешок, нова мулеражи, тебе дуанами бобо.
300 мало. Хочу 400.
Чачи качи чонай фаудунга. Таукум джустак мике грабли мого. Рунди хаудунга тонким бадманкун.
Так. С этими двумя разобрался, с этим да, и вот с этим тоже. Получается все. Ну да. Так, ну-ка.
Greetings, stranger. My name is Gelrud. Are you?
Да, давай сыграем. Все убираем. +1. Добавляем +6 и -3. Поехали. Да идите нахуй. Порядок. Киоски заряжен. Да? Или как там поется? Или в киоске он взят? Успеть. Сюда. Ладно, беру. Найс. Ладно, вот так вот. Да иди ты в сраку. Шулер. Карточник вонючий.
Excellent. My funds were...
Блин, посмотрите на него. Вот так вот. Мне, скорее всего, сейчас десятку впаяют, если я нажму. Поэтому лучше в ничью. Да, блядь. Сука. Найс, найс. На тоненького, на тоненького. Подонок.
You played well. If you ever...
Не буду я с тобой играть. Слава богу, ты сгоришь вместе с этой планетой. Кажется, как раз таки гид и горел с Пазака.
Back again? Is there something else you need?
Я принес сыворотку.
Your offer is generous, Upworlder, but the serum is useless to us now. The villagers infected with the rat ghoul disease have been quarantined beyond this gate. At any moment, they could be transformed into terrible monsters. Nobody would be foolish enough to risk going into the pen to give them the cure. The infected ones could transform into rat ghouls and attack them at any moment. I can't stop you from going through the gates, Upworlder, but if the infected ones have already transformed into rat ghouls, you'll be walking into your grave.
Please, help us. We're infected with the rat ghoul disease. At any moment we could... No! This cannot... No!
Сэкономили сыворотку. Блять, они ваншотнули меня. Ну что это такое?
How'd you like that?
О, это коронная. Понятно, понятно. Как миссия. Ты вперед.
Help us. We're infected. No! This cannot be... No!
Да-да. Зараженные.
Ready? Down you go! You asked for this.
А в деревне Рагулы.
Damn, I feel sick. I think how'd you like that?
Nice. Пойдет.
Please, please, you have to help us. We beg you. We don't want to end up like the others. Please help us. We can't end up like them.
Я принес сыворотку.
You have a cure? Please give it to me, please, quickly, before it's too late.
Хватит на обоих.
Quickly, I must inject it before it is too late. Yes, I feel it working. I feel the disease burning away. It's like a miracle. I am cured. Thank you, Upworlder. You have saved us from a fate worse than death. I only wish I had some reward to give you. Maybe you can find something worthwhile in the wreckage of that Republic escape pod.
Смогу. О чем вы?
Not long ago, an escape pod crashed in the Undercity, far to the northeast of the village. We were going to try and salvage equipment from it, but we were attacked by the rat ghouls and infected. I'd tell you more if I could, but our salvage team never reached the pod. It's probably still there, unless some of the other Upworlders already found it and picked it clean. We should go now, Upworlder. We're anxious to return to the village and see our families again. Thank you once again for everything you've done.
Ага. Есть два варианта, чтобы до, скажем так, до пода добраться. Либо этих вылечить, либо того мужика.
I always thought the surface dwellers couldn't care less about us outcasts, but you risked everything to help those infected villagers. I wish I had some type of reward to give you, but we outcasts have nothing. All I can offer is the gratitude of the entire village.
Ну, умой, собственно, ей. Можно лечение.
Greetings once more, Upworlder. Do you bring news of my apprentice? Have you discovered her fate and proved yourself to be a true savior of my people?
Ваша ученица погибла. У меня ее дневник.
It is as I feared, then. She joins the list of those who have given their lives in the service of our cause. But though I am saddened by this news, there is yet hope. By finding my apprentice, you have proved yourself worthy, Upworlder. You are to be the beacon on our path to salvation. You will guide us to the promised land.
Вперед, на север. Мне кажется, вы с кем-то меня перепутали.
You are marked, Upworlder. Even my dim old eyes can see the mantle of destiny that cloaks you. Perhaps old Rookhill knows you better than you know yourself. I am old. I have lived 100 years in the Undercity, cast down into the darkness. I know the legends and history of our people, and now you must learn it too.
Ну, рассказывай.
The great city of Taris covers the entire surface of this planet. There is no land to grow food. Kelp harvests and the creatures of the sea are our only food source. A century ago, rising levels of toxic pollution poisoned the oceans and famine swept the planet. The rich hoarded food for their own use, and the poor were left to starve and die.
From what I've seen of Terrace, it doesn't look like much has changed. Except for the upper city, people here are just as bad off as the poor in your little history.
But the poor rose up against this tyranny, and civil war engulfed the planet. Millions died in the fighting, and huge sections of Taris were destroyed or abandoned. The rebellion was crushed in the end. thousands were taken prisoner. The jails could not hold them all, and so the practice of banishing all prisoners to the Undercity was born.
А я тут при чем?
Many brave men and women were banished here to the Undercity for their part in the rebellion. People like my father and grandfather were cast down, along with their families.
What did you expect? If they could get away with it, the Teresian nobles would stuff their own mothers down here to make more room in the upper city.
Now we live a dark existence beneath the streets of Terrace, a life devoid of all hope but one, the Promised Land. And you will be the one to show us the way to get there.
Что? Как я могу повести вас к этой земле обетованной, если я даже не знаю, что это?
Legends tell of a self-sufficient colony founded just before the famine and lost during the Civil War. A paradise beneath the Undercity where droid servants tend to every need. For many years I searched for the Promised Land, just as my grandfather and father did before me. When I became old and gray, my apprentice continued the search on my behalf.
Sounds like a myth to me. Something to give the people here some false hope to cling to so they don't go mad with despair.
I have collected many clues hinting at its location. The journal of my apprentice provides yet more information. But still, there are too many pieces missing from this puzzle. But I know my father and grandfather each had journals where they recorded their own discoveries. Perhaps with their journals, I could at last uncover its hidden location.
Да, дед, вот эта история, конечно, у тебя. У меня один из дневников, который вы ищете.
Yes, Upworlder. Well done. However, I see that this journal alone does not have enough clues for me to solve this mystery. Too many pieces are still missing. I'm afraid that only with all three journals, my grandfather's, my father's, and my apprentice's, will I be able to discover the location of the Promised Land. I will leave this journal with you for safekeeping for now. Perhaps it will aid you in your search for the others. I wish you luck, Upworlder, for the sake of the entire village.
Окей. Ну да, врачевание. Что еще качать ему? Это пока недоступно. Это мы не качаем. Копать не будем, а вот импланты. Какая будет? Вдруг неожиданно сейчас найдем один. Ставлю ему.
I saw you talking with Rukel. He told you his legends about the Promised Land, didn't he? He told you all about his missing apprentice and the other lost explorers, right? You know, most people don't believe his stories. They figure he's nothing but an old cook. But I think there might be some truth in what he's saying. That's why I want to stop him.
Остановить его? Но зачем?
For an outcast, I've got things pretty good. The village relies on me to bring in food and supplies. I'm an important man. If it wasn't for Gendar, I'd be running this place.
I get the feeling if it wasn't for Gendar, this place would be a lot worse off than it is.
But if Rukel ever finds his Promised Land, I'm sunk. People won't need to rely on me anymore. I'll just be another nobody like all the rest of the villagers. I won't let that happen.
Так чего же ты хочешь от меня?
The two explorers who went searching for the Promised Land might have found something. They might have found clues or evidence, just like Rukel's apprentice. They would have recorded that information in their journals. I'll pay you if you bring all three journals to me. The 2 from the explorers and the 1 from Rukel's apprentice. Then I can destroy the evidence and make sure nobody ever finds the promised land.
Nobody.
Enough credits for my business here to make it worth a while if you help me.
Я подумаю об этом.
3 journals. Just bring them to me and I'll give you a decent reward. Now, was there something else you needed?
Скажи, что у тебя есть.
Mostly
Это вибробатарея. Оптика. Оптика у меня уже есть. Иммунитет к критические удары. Вот что надо было качать по-хорошему-то на старте. Сразу надо было импланты. Первые брать, а потом еще вторые. И покупать вот эту штуку. И идти до арену хуяриться, да? Это мы запомним.
Thank you for saving Hendar. You are braver than I, Upworlder. Maybe we outcasts have lived too long in selfish fear. Perhaps we can learn a lesson from your brave actions. But enough of my ramblings. Is there something you need, Upworlder?
Кто ты?
I'm Trowan, from the Outcast Village. It's my job to guard the gates and see they are locked to protect us from the rat ghouls. Goodbye, Upworlder.
Так, где там разбитые? Капсула. Теперь ее, по идее, залутать можно, да? Не с этой стороны. Да, вроде с той стороны. Нет, нельзя. Да ну ё. Жаль. Три спуска, да, в канализацию у нас. Экспа. Валите, валите их.
How'd you like that? How'd you like that?
Ну давай, умирай. А теперь подъем. Упала, отжалась.
Let's go! Down you go!
That hurt,
Все, да? О. Нерв защемило. Тут же не было, да? Не было. Ну странно, что я не могу залутать это. капсулу. Ладно, пофигу. Вот так. Вот так я сказал. И атак. Все правильно. Не заходим. Ну и все со Звездными войнами на сегодня. Завтра канализацию пройдем и, скорее всего, еще успеем базу обнести. Ну, скорее всего. Так, а теперь. А теперь дьяволом. Так. На ютубчике, наверное, вот так.